So I follow Xoe Allred on social media because it is a rad human being and also a game designer whose work is aggressively experimental. It posted about this game that was having trouble finding a publisher. And I looked at the picture and I said, "It looks like there are dinosaurs there, Zoe." And Zoe was like, "Yeah, they're playing games till the apocalypse." And I was like, "Zoe, based on that description alone, I can think of at least one publisher that would be interested. The more dinosaur games we publish that other people design, the fewer dinosaur games Mary forces me to design." Hey Mary, there's this game I want to look at from a really interesting designer. It's an experimental game about dinosaurs, and there's this meteor that's going to hit
wait a minute.
What?
It has dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I want to publish it.
Do you want to hear about the rest of the game?
No, I don't care. It has dinosaurs.
There's a meteor about to hit the Earth, and you and your dinosaur friends are playing your collection of human games. And there's 36 of them in the game, and you're going through these one after another until a timer goes off, and boom, meteor hits the Earth. You're all dead.
So my coping mechanism when I'm overwhelmed by the impending capitalist-driven climate catastrophe that's on the horizon is to think about how this isn't really our first extinction level event. Like, it's happened before, and there was life afterwards. And if I could, like, untether myself from my humanity, I can appreciate that there will be life after humans. So I wanted to make a game that was about this meta perspective, about appreciating, like, the arbitrarity of our games and what makes them valuable to us. And then maybe if I'm lucky, get people to think about the arbitrarity of life and how life is valuable to us. People are going to think this is pretentious. They're not going to get it. I should have just sent Hollandspiele a joke video.
Kind of want to attack, but I need to actually get stuff out. So I'm going to play 3 cards. I finally got a meteor, and I got 4 of those. So I'll be okay going forward. I think it's your turn.
Okay, so I can play.
Mm-hmm. How are you getting on? Wait, did I forget to shuffle? What happened? I'm going to attack. 2 of your cards. Because otherwise, I'm losing. I'm already losing.
Designing the micro-human games of VelociRapture was kind of a fun challenge. On one hand, I got to include some joke games that were literally unplayable.
Okay, what are we using for words?
I think
What are the letters?
icon. Well, I think they're mostly numbers.
Yeah, so...
They're all numbers.
Well, I can make a word.
Okay, what word are you making? You got a point.
I got a point.
I also include some like fun, familiar, accessible games. I even got to slip in some trickier inspirations like Cool Games' Bear Sweet and Matilda's Turncoats. The problem is that it's really tricky to playtest and the microgames when their playability, their balance, even their accessibility is all secondary to how the players decide to engage with them as dinos. So to some extent, them not being super playable or readable is like part of the game, is by design. So the challenge in designing them was more making sure that they did not demand too much respect, that they weren't too distracting, and that they were easy to subvert, you know?
Hey, stop that.
What?
You're spoiling the game.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You can't just tell people to subvert the games.
I just did, I'm pretty sure.
It's no longer a subversion
Okay,
if you tell them
and
to subvert the
then
games.
8.
Okay, you grab that 8.
Do I get the other one? Other ones that landed on?
You get just one. You get just one.
Okay.
I'll leave that out because I might go after it. Because that's a 9. So you just traded a 9 for an 8. I'm going to go after this 8 with this 5. All right. This is probably harder to do when you're farther from the table, I'm thinking.
Okay, I get that 10.
Okay.
And the 3.
No, wait. Are you supposed to get 1?
I get the 3.
Okay. Well, I think you won then. Because I got 12 points and you got 21. Blackjack!
These are some of my favorite human games here. First, I got Court and Ship, which is basically a simplified version of Persuasion. I'm really proud of how I managed to squeeze that in there. I've got this game, which is like Hot Potato. It's a reference to Kaguya-sama Love is War, and what I like about it is that it's so simple that it invites a lot of creativity to the players and how they approach it, so I like that a lot. And this is a joke game. This one is VelociRapture itself, so you can play it inside the game, and it makes it canonical that dinos can see the coping mechanisms, and I think that's great. Yeah, just some of my favorite human games. Those cards? I didn't design these. Is that a piece of paper? Oh, come on, that's a solo game and totally jarring. Okay, I'm pulling the plug on this.